Wow, Camellia versus Warlock. I think we actually take Warlock over Camellia. Because it's not good on every time on the splash. You need a synergy, while this is just good on color. And even good on the splash. Best uncommon. Best uncommon is Eddie Crab. I don't think Warlock is close to Eddie Crab, but I think Warlock is a good uncommon, yeah. Well, take two. Oh, I like this card a lot. Luther is better. Luther is less demanding, but Eddie Crab in the right shell is not replaceable. So I would still pick Eddie Crab over Luther. Because the real synergy in blue-red is with spells, not really threshold. But yeah, like Luther does enable everything, kinda. Pool or Spellgyre? Every other card is whatever, really. So I'm like, probably just Spellgyre. Well, you do you. I'll take Izzet every time. Now I really want to draft something aggro. Maybe that's why you're not doing good in best of one, because you're not willing to draft Izzet. Mentor is good, but take the land. We could do some bad stuff. Do some badsies. I value land's really high, so I don't know even what we're supposed to do here, because I want to do something with attacks. I mean, the squirrel is good and all, but we pass Camellia. I don't want too many 3-drops as well, so I guess I'm taking a 2. I'll just take this because it's a 2-drop in case we end up in blue-black. Yeah, but I mean, there's no lizards. What can you do? I don't want to force it to that extent. This is a good card. Wow, all the pearls. Best common in Izzet. But I guess nobody ever drafts Izzet. I take that. I mean, there's Pearl, but I'm not gonna play Pearl. I'm not moving away from black. Yeah, the 1-mana bounce one. But that card is also one of the best removals in blue-black, in my opinion. Better than the black. It's not a removal, but the tempo you get from that card is just not... It's impossible to replace. So I actually think bounce is better than the 3-mana removal spell, even in blue-black. Maybe not in frogs necessarily, because Palivalok it competes with that. I actually like this with all the Warlocks. I don't value duo really that high. I mean, we do have that, but like monolith with Warlocks kinda makes sense. I don't even know what's our second color. Why are these not rats? I think Greet is better than Wick. There's Take Out the Trash, there's Mentor. Talent? This card playable. This card sucks. I mean, hopefully Scales Wheel. I'm gonna play this even in blue-black because of all the lizards. Oh, Luther, easy. Luther's still over this, but I would love Into the Flood more. Luther with 3 Warlocks. Yeah, if we'll... I mean, now this kinda just solidifies blue-black. These cards I don't want to play, but we can if we need fillers. Sweet Lordy. Sworn is usually not that great in blue-black, unless we go really creature heavy, which we are right now. I think Dire Sight is... is Dire Sight better than Pearl in blue-black? Because it does enable Threshold, but we need Threshold first. We have Luther. Yeah, I can see this being better in blue-black. I can see that being better, unless we get some weird author that we want to play. Usually you don't want to play any author. Well, this is a good author in blue-black. Duo is also great. So that makes like maybe Pearl more desirable. I don't think we want to go too expensive, so denial gives us early plays. The problem going too expensive is you don't enable your threshold early. I'll take this because of Warlocks, but might or might not play it, we'll see. I'll put it here in the maybe pile. Like Sworn gets a little bit sketchy when we're going into more not expensive, but spell heavy territory. We're not gonna play Bandit Salad. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is Wig better here? Have some rats. Ooh, let's go. This card is so good. The Into the Flood Maw. The biggest sleeper and the most misunderstood card in the set is this. I think our deck is good enough to just take Savior. I don't think we need... Because like the problem gets, if I take that I need to take the lands as well. We do have one land, but I'm not satisfied with one land. I think I'm just taking Savior. No, it doesn't pump Lizard. Pumps this, pump Shocker, Looter, Crier, so maybe it's still good enough. I'd rather take the Into the Flood Maw, but this will wheel. No, it does work with Lizards. Doesn't work with Rats, right? No, it still works with Rats. Oh, it might be good in this deck. Nocturne is something sketch. Shore Up is also fine. I'm really not a fan of this card, but in this deck it doesn't look bad. Nothing to see here, chat. Nothing to see here. Never played Tide. Tide is expensive. I don't think I'm playing any other cards than the Scales. And then a random Mentor there. This wouldn't be that bad with Flood Caller, but whatever. Mentor is pretty good. Ooh, Whisker pick 8. Maybe Flood Caller actually doesn't make the cut in this deck, because I guess it pumps Rats, but Rod Caller doesn't work, or Rater doesn't work, we'll see. And then randomly this wheels, but I'll just make my mana better. Like it feels like everything is open, except Rabbits. 7 Rabbits drafters. Is this actually a Raider deck? Could be a Raider deck. And then we don't worry that much about this Flood Caller, just because of 3 Warlocks. Card is actually pretty good. Actually quite creature heavy, even this wouldn't be bad. This War Leader looks kinda sus. Wave Rider. Like Wave Rider is only good with these 2 cards. Really good, so I think Wave Rider goes. Tempo wins most of the games in Modern Limited, and sometimes just being behind on tempo, even risking a card to catch back on tempo, gets you back in the game. Like this card is so underrated. Like people don't understand how important tempo is. Tempo results into like being ahead on tempo usually means value, because the opponent has to make either bad trades, use removal on bad creatures and stuff like that. What is tempo? Tempo is just how time is perceived in Magic. So what resources you have, or what how many basically like how bored, what you can do. It's hard to explain it. It's a little bit of an abstract concept in Magic, but it's basically tempo is time, right? And time means like, I mean time. Lands versus or mana available versus what you can add to the board versus attacks and blocks. Like those 3 things without the card value, that is tempo. It's not just mana, it's a combination of everything. I like to view it as time, but time in Magic terms, which is like 1 land per turn, the mana that you have available versus the spells you can cast. Yeah, how you develop your pieces, I guess. Development in chess, that's a good example. I honestly think like Unsummon is in Modern Magic one of the top uncommons, but it doesn't show in stats because people are, like it's harder to get the concept of tempo, so beginners will not really understand it and not make plays according to that. And if you never make plays according to like tempo, if you never play into a tempo of the game, then an Unsummon is useless, right? Because every other plan will not, like that will not be a plan on your radar in the game. So that's why the card is maybe having worse stats than it should. But what are stats anyhow? I mean, because tempo in real life, it's, I guess you understand it, right? The word, what tempo means. And when I'm speaking about tempo, I usually don't mean a tempo archetype. But a tempo archetype is just an archetype that uses these things to its advantage and doesn't care about card value that much. What is this pile? Just take that or what? Master Removal doesn't really do that much. This they cannot cast, this they cannot cast, this they cannot target. Oh wait, but they have this, which we can kill next turn. I think I'll just take the mass for now. This is the most annoying thing. Even though if we play around it, it's not even that bad. Don't have other targets for Savior, but the block wouldn't be that bad according to what we see. What does Wiki say about tempo? I'm interested. I'm gonna have easier time to explain it maybe. Some people would consider tempo as one of the fundamental components of Magic. See? See? That's what I've been preaching all along. A player who has a strong understanding of tempo can often put the game state in their favor without having to resort to copious amount of card advantage. But yeah, like basically with the tempo you can form a plan how to play, how to beat the card advantage game. Well, here's the card. That's pretty good for opponent. I mean, that's sick for opponent. They might come back into the game. Doesn't happen twice. It's once per turn. But this is a combo. Okay. Bro, how did they just draw everything back to back? Swift. I don't even know. Get rid of that. Never think trades could get rid of that and we keep the Mind Whisker, but she cannot be this combo, no. Hmm. But not playing land, yeah, sure. Oh, second rat. Are we keeping that? I mean, this is a good reason to keep. I'm gonna keep. I think we gotta bounce that actually. This or that. Oh, this already looks terrible. Yeah, this card is fine here. But how are we ever beating that? Saber is completely useless again. Okay, at least they gave us, huh? It's still this. It's one less. Ooh. Let's go. What? What? I mean, they can cast it. Duo is by far the most annoying one this we can kill. We just pass. I'm not countering anything though, but drawing is neat. No, it's worse to counter everything than to draw two here. If there's not anything else, if there's anything good, obviously we need to counter. But these cards are draw is still better. sick play pattern. We got a rat anyhow. I like this double blocks. And 5 they can. So it's good. Well, yeah, fell also true. Well, this is a pile. That's a pile if I've seen one. They are playing good cards though. One, two, three. I can only pump it 3 times. And we got a rat. Ren soloing. Our deck looks kinda bad without the Ren. I don't know why these warlocks have not played out that well. What? Wait, are we that? Go to 1, okay. I mean, that's the best overwork tech ever, because you never expect it. I do think there is, like, if your mana is capable of doing something like that, there's maybe, like, I did that before in other sets. Splash a weird trick. But that's how it's worded, right? Being on the draw. Blue and red. I'm gonna pass. I just want to get this out of the way because later its savior might still be more useful. No counter. I don't know. Kind of good looking. I mean, a lot of the key cards for blue white in multiples is something scary, but their draw didn't really come together. All these hands are awkward. I'm just killing everything here. Play the sense step. Show me. My only lands, but fine. Okay, that's not exactly only lands. Unless we can counter for now, so this it's interesting. Could just take Vanishing Light. The trick we have a bounce for. Two mana kill, counter the 6-drop. Not bad. I think we just swing up. Into the flood mode proving to be insane again. Well, maybe they'll play around it. Oh, interesting. I didn't want to activate the cake there. That's pretty good open. What a top kick. Wait, there's still that on board. If my calculations are correct. I like the artifact draft a lot, but I'm not winning a lot there, so... I think it's an interesting design set, but it's kinda... It's a little bit dicey. At least I have that feeling. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. That could also be true. This turn is, I guess, pretty safe to either do this or that. We don't necessarily want to discard a land quite yet, so I'm gonna play Orator here. It's a good block, no matter of a trick or not. And I got punished a little bit by not playing this, but I guess we wouldn't be able to. Yeah, we would be able to attack. But I mean, we could just play this as a. Could attack then use that, but that seems bad. I'd rather kill the boxer. Maybe still correct to just play it out. Without attacking. They'll make a wrong decision anyhow. Maybe they would make a better decision than I would. How about that? I would mess the decision up. How are the games going? I don't know. We're medium gaming today, Saber, but fine. We went 4-3 first draft. We're 3-2 now. Cavern of Excellence. That's the old school Excellence set or what? Yeah, Caverns of Excellence weren't. I mean, both early Excellent sets were kinda medium, in my opinion. Completely negates their attacks. I could go here. Pass. See what happens. Then we can double block, they do something, we have saved or denial. I don't even know which one is worse, first or the second. When the second one was so vanilla, it's crazy. The first one was just I remember Merfolks being completely oppressive and pirates. Like the tempo, kinda weird tempo decks. Oh no, Cavern says the LSI. Okay, never mind. Cavern is the new excellent, which is not as bad as the first excellence, but I just didn't like that format. Kill that one, I guess, so we do something. Yeah, land is kinda sick. Hmm. Wild attack, but yeah, I'll take it. Of course, it's super problematic. Super problematic. It's better to play this first. Because it's one card in hand anyhow, so if it's a land, we discard it. Polyvalop. If I swing all the block here, 3, 4, plus 2, 6, 7, 8. They have food. Not just this attacks. I would have attacked all if they didn't have food, but with food it's a little bit sketch. Ooh. Or swing all. No, they just plus 6. Too much. I mean, if you good game, then concede. Rather than playing still. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is 3. Makes one removal impossible, so I guess this block. If they kill this, it's still... No, it's 5. Okay. Oh, you know what's really bad here? Electrify. And I should have blocked with this over 1-1. Okay, that I haven't thought of. It actually gets us. Electricity, no, not electrify. Okay, that was bad. Should have blocked this over the 1-1. I overtank it. That was my my intuitive block. Yeah, but I mean, overprotect is rough. I mean, overprotect we kind of have to block either way into, I think. Because then Luther can still get us out. Because if we don't block, overprotect stays, right? Like, what do we do then? It's not like we're still not losing everything. This will then now be no, it's one. So maybe this was either way better. But I was thinking Crier matches with a duo better. What happens if I swing all here? The double block here is 5, that's not good enough. 5, 6, 7, but they gain life. He blockers up, attack with Luther. Okay. I can triple block. And then if they do something, use that. Otherwise, if they do nothing, we just get Orator this back or something. You cannot, like, for instance, playing around overprotect there, it's only reasonable if you have a plan how to raise them or how to beat overprotect, right? But we had neither. Read Warlock, but I didn't have a card in hand. Now they have one. I think we still do that, because it's way worse here. Is it likely they drew something big here? Gifting. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I don't know. So Luther gets back, so let this happen. I mean, we don't need to give them a card, I guess. Because we can just get stuff back with Orator. No, Orator doesn't. Interesting. I mean, maybe it's worth to give them a card for Luther. Luther is pretty sick. It's also another drain. Lizard matters. This matters. That means we gain 3. We could probably just attack. We still have a pump. Because basically what they have to do now is respect the backswing. We cannot just like, we can take 6 and attack again. Yeah, that was an option. I haven't thought of that, but I think it still played, like how it worked out, it played out better. But yeah, I haven't really thought of that line. I was maybe autopiloting too much. This can attack. Wait, what if everything attacks? I have to block this. Lose 1. 3. Double block here. That's fine. I mean, in theory, they're dead also. And we only lose 1 creature. I do like Constructed in general. But it gets somewhat boring if you just play Constructed on the ladder. It's different when it's a tournament like a qualifier. That's the fun of Constructed. Because the meta prep, like preparing for the meta and stuff like that, that's the real fun. Tuning your deck, sideboarding. That's where Constructed gets interesting. Man, an awkward card. An awkward card because we don't have much that deals with that. A bounce spell, Savers, I guess, still are fine if we draw them somewhat early. And Wrench stops the dying part. It's called squirrels. Squirrels, bats, lizards, rats. Okay, we need a bounce or greed would be good. And then this missing land drops. I really want to run as soon as possible. This feels still too good. I mean, we might just draw a land. This 3/4 is an awkward start, but harder to cast. If they get a red source, they cannot cast Cultivator. And this mouse is soloing. This mouse is soloing, and there's a red source. Here is Ren. I have to leave a chump blocker up. I think we actually double block the hero here. Because we can get the Ren back anyhow. I mean, if they go this way, chump, obviously. But we couldn't, like, against that. I mean, I could have triple block. Maybe that was the play. And now we have that. Oh, it still feels fine. I mean, scale versus red green, kinda sick. I haven't really. I was thinking about that, but green is always so cutted. I never really done. I haven't drafted green for ages in this format. Maybe here and there, like there I get a green deck, but mostly because nothing else is in the pot. Because I'm actively trying to avoid green and white in general. At least early in the draft. Later on, you can switch because the meta is just so heavily into those two colors. We lose nothing if we do that. Plus, you gain more life. And this exiles. And we get a red. Green blue splash removed without frogs. I mean, I think green black splash some threshold stuff. Like Winsker, that was a better idea. Looter, that was something I think I maybe had one deck like that. I don't remember, but maybe it didn't came together as I wanted. It's random removal. It's better to kill Shocker from for opponent. Okay. I mean, I can give them a card, but they could get a removal spell. Instant speed. There's not many like Assault, because we can get the Warlock here. I don't think we risk it actually. Well, somehow got there. I think that's like if you have a lot of looters and stuff and your mana gets there with bells, that's maybe even it's maybe even like kind of I mean it looks it sounds alright. Carrot cake. Lord Crispin, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Rocks are hard. I mean, I do agree that frogs are not the easiest to build, if that's what you mean, but they also underperform. The best threshold card is you mean enabler, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that hurts. We didn't really have another play last turn. We didn't have Whisker. I think we had to go for that. Okay. Pretty good exchange for us. It's a question about like the stats with adding these two to the board. Worst come worst, we make this trade. This can block here. Threshold feels faster. Need that. Well, I don't need that either, but I can get Luther back. Probably will take it either way, but I think the trade is good. Look at this cutesy. Pretty impressive card though. Pump or crack the foot? Or just play a 2-drop? 3-drop, okay. It might not be good enough. I mean, it does completely, like, it enables Whisker alone, but we need to then double ditch the card. Yeah, that's fine. Have to pass here. But these are gonna eventually outgrow our stuff, so I'm completely fine drawing here. That's a good play. Or we might trick them into making some attacks. What else do you have? I think we're fine with that. Draw the draw. Got like drawing here. Like Luther seems slow right now. I mean, you could get a 4-2 back. Okay, that's good. Also pretty good. Kills the token. Killing this means they cannot really draw anytime soon. I guess the center is somewhat problematic, but I don't know. Just take it. I know this could matter, but I mean the 2-1 body, I'd rather just loot a land away later. We are on 18. Ooh. Gimme now. Gimme. Um, no, I'm fine with that. I really hope they would kill. They would kill Whisker if they had something, because they would draw a card, right? So, and it was tapped, so a tapped creature, so anything worked. So I don't think there's a removal. That could be there could be a combat trick, but double savior draw. I mean, this can go pretty poorly, but I think we keep. Depends what kind of creatures they play on 2 and 3. Green cannot kill Luther here. Cash grab. I mean, they can kill it on 3, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, they're missing land drops. They discard this for value. I mean, it's not real value right now. I might just want another body here to pressure. Although if they get a land, we can counter that, which is also kind of sick, but might even let them have that. Do I ever double Savior? Because it does give us 2 cards in the yard. I could also bounce it. 2 cards in the yard. I think I'm bouncing it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. This more just as a protection spell for the looter, rather than otherwise 2 saviors are pretty good versus what we see. But yeah, I'll find mentor. Wanna keep that up. Simple. I mean, now we're just drawing, so probably in our turn, so we can keep this up. Or just bounce it even better. Doesn't really matter which one. They sack. Yeah, this was unfortunate for Oppo. Because we just he didn't hit the land on time, and we could get a looter going. But we take that.